I'm sort of, it was no surprise, but like the archetypal urban cyclist. I had this daily bike commute to work from my house to an office. And for, I don't know, the first N years, I was using the prescribed bike lane, which is a conventional bike lane, very close to parked cars and on a very narrow collector one way. And one day, I don't remember exactly what prompted this, but I just had this sense that I wanted to try something different. And so I started riding, and here's that term again, one street over on the next street, which was almost empty. And as I bit by bit needed to go to various places in Denver, rather than just kind of following what was prescribed, I would take a look at the map and see if I could cobble these types of routes together. And as I went to my local bike shop and talked to other folks who ride bikes, what I started to understand was that everyone was doing this, or lots and lots of people were doing this. I remember I had this conversation with a very, like, I would call sort of like the classic urban cyclist, like this guy who was a mechanic, a 25-year mechanic, probably in a bike store. And he was describing on the map this route that he rode. It was 9 miles from a neighborhood called Central Park into a neighborhood called the Golden Triangle. And I was just astonished. I hadn't ridden that route, but the similarities between what he was doing and what I was doing. And so this idea to start to put this map together started to coalesce. And as I talked to more and more people and did more and more rides myself, I was mapping this out at first on a physical map. And so that's really the origin of Bike Streets, is this discovery that you can turn what is kind of an adrenaline producing type of experience into a dopamine producing experience. And what was as delightful was the discovery that I could take my family out on those rides as well, where there was just no chance that I was going to take my little kids on that conventional bike lane. And we could ride together. We could ride 2x2. We could have conversations. We could go places. Mostly I was bribing them with ice cream. And so that's really how it started. And I would say that it started with this sort of cartographic insight that then produced this observation that anyone should be able to go anywhere in their city today on a bike, and probably can. And so it's incumbent on us then to figure out how to create that set of conditions. We are by no means suggesting that significant municipal investment in these types of networks should not happen. What we're saying is maybe there is a way for us to create a critical mass on these streets and to really increase a clarion call, a voice for the community to make that case to their elected officials.